cultures and languages. So how exactly does the European Parliament work? Let's take a look behind the scenes.
The President addresses the Chamber in his native language, as do all members. That is a core principle of this Parliament.
Przeprowadzimy formalne głosowanie. Proszę Państwa, przystępujemy do formalnego głosowania. Głosować będziemy za pośrednictwem
But how do the members understand each other if Parliament's work is conducted in so many different languages?
All languages are translated simultaneously. A large number of interpreters make sure that each member of Parliament understands everybody else.
Inside, the session is in full swing. But what work needs to be done before all members meet in the hemicycle?
New laws are always drafted by the European Commission. They're then handed to Parliament, where they're examined by the political groups and committees in Brussels. Let's go back there and take a look.
The Commission's proposal is referred to one of over 20 committees, each made up of members specialised in particular fields of policy, from agriculture to civil liberties, from the environment to foreign affairs. The committees study the Commission's text in detail. Each paragraph is weighed up carefully and is subject to discussion. If the matter in hand is particularly complex, the committee will organise hearings of external experts, making sure that all relevant viewpoints are heard.
Members from all the political groups try to influence the proposal with their own ideas and priorities. They do this in writing by tabling amendments which change the Commission's text. Usually dozens, and sometimes hundreds of amendments are tabled. The clash over ideas and wording can soon become very intense.
As the debates become more and more detailed, one committee member steers the proposal through rounds of committee discussions. The rapporteur leads the way in debate and tries to build consensus between the political groups. They get in contact with the Commission and the Council of Ministers to exchange views on the proposal.
However, finding a compromise between all political groups isn't always possible, especially when it comes to critical issues. In the end, a formal vote decides which amendments pass. The majority wins.
The committee vote is an important milestone in the law-making process. Their report forms the basis for further debate in the hemicycle.
But the committee's decision doesn't necessarily indicate how Parliament as a whole will ultimately vote.
Can members who have been overruled in the committee find support for their position?
Will the committee's amendments survive the next level of debate? We will find out when everyone comes together in the plenary.
In the plenary, the committee's report is debated on the main political stage. The representatives of the different political groups explain their points of view. Discussions heat up, the tension mounts.
Die Gemeinschaftsmethode ist nicht nur ein sozialpolitisches Projekt, sondern die Friedenssicherung in diesem Kontinent. Und deshalb brauchen wir sie. Und deshalb
au Conseil aussi cette fois-ci avec de la coordination financière.
It simply isn't going to work. Mr. Barroso, the whole thing is headed in the wrong direction. In some of the least developed countries, we are slipping way, way away from the targets that we need.
Wir sollten an keiner Stelle dort irgendwie etwas zurücknehmen. Ich wäre sogar an einigen Stellen noch weitergegangen. Ich finde,
what are the SDGs?
Well, actually, there are 8 Millennium Development.
Dass die Kommission die europäische Wirtschaftsregierung ist und bleibt.
C'est la méthode de coordination ouverte qui continue. Ça n'a pas marché pendant 10 ans et on va simplement continuer.
L'inflation se crie d'autant plus qu'il a marché sans couper.
Parliament sessions take place under the spotlight of the international media and are always open to the public.
Those members who saw their suggestions being voted down in the committee will bring them back into the discussion, joining forces with other political groups to gain a majority for their position in the plenary. The Council and Commission are also present to state their positions. While the Commission defends their original proposal, the Council represents the interests of the national government.
With the debate in the plenary chamber coming to an end, the political groups prepare for the final vote. Group leaders work hard to bring together various national interests and reach a common position on the amendments put forward so far.
It's late in the evening when the groups finally draw up the voting list for their members. The voting list indicates the group's position on each item, but the last word hasn't yet been spoken.
Each group tries to build coalitions with others to reach a majority for its own amendments, with the final deadline steadily approaching.
It's time for the vote. Let's go back in.
Ladies and gentlemen, colleagues, please take your seats.
This is the moment. After considering so many opinions, viewpoints and interests, the plenary vote will determine Parliament's official position.
Hundreds of individual amendments are put to the vote, and no single member can keep full track of them all. Therefore, one member of each group guides their fellow group members with hand signals.
La main en haut. Levante.
After voting on numerous amendments, the final vote on the proposal as a whole is taken electronically. The results will show whether negotiations have ultimately been successful and if the proposal will achieve a majority.
The vote is open. The vote is closed.
Parliament has voiced its position. The majority of members have voted in favour. The proposal is adopted.
The amended proposal is now forwarded to the Council. Council and Parliament have to agree on a joint text before a law can be enacted on a European level. Once this happens, the law is applied by the different member states, where it starts to take effect on our lives.
Laws that are passed by the European Parliament affect us in many different ways.
They protect the environment, of our food, secure our rights and our safety at work.
We are part of a union that has brought together different states and people in a way unknown in history.
As citizens of the European Union, we can choose freely where we want to work and live and experience the many cultures and faces of Europe.
This diversity is both a challenge and an opportunity for all of us to continue building a better and stronger Europe. By using your vote for the European Parliament, you can influence the decisions taken here
And take part in shaping Europe's future.